Hello and welcome, this is Adam Thomas from bouncingtouch.ca, and today I want to explore the idea of maybe the points in reflexology are not all that important. So of course the points are really important, and understanding all your anatomy and things like that are super important, especially if you're wanting to become a professional reflexologist, right? But I want to share with you a little story, a little experience that I had. It was one of my first experiences with reflexology, about like the power of it. And the funny thing is I never even worked on the points in reflexology, in the areas. I only worked on what I like to call desserts, or the warm-up exercises. And so I was doing my practicum at this hair salon, and I had this elderly lady come in. And she came in, I believe it was at about 2 p.m. every, I think Saturday it was. And I worked on her for 6 weeks, and I saw an incredible change. So she came in with her walker, and her ankles were so stiff, they hardly even moved, right? And no wonder she needed a walker, because she couldn't have any ankle movement, and so she wouldn't have any balance. So she was kind of walking like a robot. And so instinctively I was like, okay, well, let's do the session. And I kind of was held back. I didn't want to get into doing the points or the reflexology areas or anything like that. My gut feeling told me to just keep doing these warm-up exercises, these desserts, to loosen up and manipulate her foot to allow for more flexibility in her feet. And it's funny because, this was my first kind of, I was very new at reflexology. And so I felt a little bit guilty that, okay, here's this lady coming in and she's paying for a reflexology session, and yet I'm just doing the warm-ups. Luckily, that was her first experience with reflexology, so in a way I could get away with it. But I just felt that if I worked on all the points, her feet were quite sensitive as well, that it just wasn't as beneficial as just doing basically the warm-up techniques and things like that. So that's what I did. And at the end, it was the 6th week that I'd been working on her, she got up out of the chair and was able to walk to the door, where I then gave her her walker and she continued on her way. And I was totally amazed, because before, all the sessions before that, I had to bring the walker right up to the chair so she could actually pull herself out. And so right then I was just like, wow, this is amazing. Reflexology is amazing. I didn't even work the points, and yet this lady was able to get up and walk with ease. And it was like natural for her. She didn't think, oh, I need my walker and stuff. She just sort of got up out of the chair and walked like it was, something she'd been doing for a long time, which in fact she hasn't. She had, been relying on her walker and stuff. So I guess the point of this is, okay, yes, the reflexology points are very important, and yeah, you have to learn them. But they're not the end-all be-all. I believe, there's points on the foot and you can just push them, but if there's nothing like kind of care or understanding, or you're listening to the person's body behind it, then it's kind of meaningless about what you're doing. So I think I was listening to my kind of, I guess you can call it intuition, or like my gut feeling, that no, this lady doesn't need, all the points and, my whole rundown of, point 1 to whatever, right? I was kind of listening to her body, I believe, and listening to what I thought the lady needed, and that was more of just a manipulation of the feet and just sticking with that. So a little bit of that, and of course my intention was quite strong to loosen the feet, to allow the feet to help her walk again, which was basically my intention, right? And so having good intention, I believe, and then having, listening to your intuition, I believe kind of trump the reflexology points. And so I believe also that, a good reflexologist has all this, the knowledge of the anatomy and all that, all the points, knowledge of how the body works, and then not really forgetting it, but kind of like moving past that and moving into more of like intuitive listening to what their body needs, or being able to read their body and things like that, right? And then also just having an intention to help is absolutely amazing, so powerful. So anyway, I just wanted to share that idea with you, and I also wanted to share this beautiful Japan with you, because look at this place. It's so pretty, right? We have little rice fields here that got planted about 4 days ago. So thanks for watching, and if you liked the video, please subscribe to my YouTube channel, and you'll be updated on new videos that come out. And if you have any ideas on videos or like to hear about different topics, please let me know as well. I also have created, a while ago actually, I did a little, basically how to do these desserts or warm-up exercises. And if you go over to balancingtouch.ca and sign up for my newsletter, you actually get all of the videos on how to do that. So if you're curious about the warm-up exercises, or I call them desserts, that I talked about that helped with that lady, you can learn all about them there. So anyway, this has been Adam Thomas, and thank you for joining me in Japan. Have a good day.